My first night at the hospital felt like stepping into a different world. During the day, the building was loud, phones ringing, nurses arguing, patients crying, visitors moving in crowds. At night, it breathed slowly. The corridors were longer than I remembered. The lights were dimmer, as if someone had turned the volume of the ward down. The security supervisor met me by the reception desk. He barely looked at my face. "Night shift is simple," he said. "Patrol every hour. Report anything unusual. Don't enter wards unless you're called." I nodded quickly. I wasn't there to ask questions. I was there to keep my job. He handed me a radio and a small keyring. "Doctors outrank security," he added. "Whatever they say, you comply." That sentence stayed with me longer than it should have. On my first patrol, I walked past Ward 7. Most of the patients were asleep. Machines beeped softly. Curtains moved slightly with the air. I checked doors. Checked windows. Wrote the time in my notebook. Around 2 a.m., I saw a doctor walking alone down the corridor. He was calm. Too calm for someone working that late. He smiled when he saw me. "Good evening," he said. His voice was polite. Friendly. I greeted him and stepped aside. As he walked past, he looked at my name tag. Not quickly. Not casually. He read it. "Welcome," he said. "You're new?" It wasn't a question. I watched him disappear around the corner. When I checked the time, it was exactly 2:07 a.m. Later that night, a patient's call bell rang in Ward 7. Once. Twice. Then it stopped. The nurses said nothing. At 4 a.m., the doctor's car was still in the parking lot. I told myself hospitals were strange places at night. I told myself I was overthinking. Still, as I signed out at dawn, I noticed something. In my notebook, under the patrol time for 2 a.m., a line had been drawn through my handwriting. I was certain I hadn't done that.
He needed a job. Not the truth. Everyone trusted him, but someone was watching. This is the night god.
By my third week at the hospital, the night no longer frightened me. I knew which doors creaked. Which lights flickered. Which nurses took their breaks too long. I learned the rhythm of the building. Midnight was slow. 2 a.m. was quiet. 4 a.m. felt endless. I wrote everything down. Every patrol. Every door. Every time. One night, as I passed Ward 7, a nurse stopped me. "Wasn't there a patient in bed for yesterday?" she asked casually. I looked through the glass. The bed was neatly made. Too neatly. "Maybe he was discharged," I said. She shrugged. "Probably." That was how things worked here. Probable answers were enough. Later, I checked the records at the desk. Bed 4 showed discharged, 1840. No signature. No doctor's note. I told myself patients leave all the time. Some go home. Some get transferred. Some leave without telling anyone. By morning, the bed was already cleaned. New sheets. New chart. The name that had been there was gone. When I asked again, no one remembered the patient clearly. Not his face. Not his voice. Just that he had been old and sick. I wrote one line in my notebook before dawn. Ward 7, bed 4, empty. I didn't know it then, but that was the first time a patient disappeared on my watch. And nobody seemed bothered.
He needed a job. Not the truth. Everyone trusted him, but someone was watching. This is the night god.
2 weeks after the first patient vanished, another bed went empty. This time, there was no confusion. The patient was an elderly woman in Ward 5. She had been there for months. Everyone knew her. She liked her tea strong. She complained about the food. She rang the call bell too often. On Tuesday night, I checked her room at 1 a.m. She was asleep. On Wednesday morning, her bed was stripped bare. No discharge note. No transfer forms. Just an empty space where a person had been. This time, the nurses didn't shrug. By noon, hospital management was involved. By evening, the police arrived. They asked questions calmly. Too calmly. Did anyone see her leave? Did she have visitors? Was she confused? The answers were all the same. No. CCTV footage from the ward was requested. A technician shook his head. Camera fought between 2 and 2:20 a.m. The same window every night. The police wrote it down. I watched from a distance as they spoke to doctors and nurses. No one raised their voice. No one accused anyone. The hospital continued to breathe as if nothing had happened. By the end of the week, the police stopped coming. Nobody. No evidence. No suspects. The case went cold. Management sent out a quiet email reminding staff to follow proper discharge procedures. Nothing else changed. On my next shift, I stood in the corridor and looked at the empty beds. 2 patients gone. 2 names erased. Still, I felt no fear. I believed the system would catch whoever was responsible. I believed hospitals were safe places. I was wrong.
He needed a job. Not the truth. Everyone trusted him, but someone was watching. This is the night God.